What's going on? Play by Play Game here, back with another Epic Sim video, and today is Peira RTA debut. We got our 300 speed, but that's pretty much it. So we were testing her out quite a bit in RTA, trying to see if we can climb. Now, we're not cleavers by any stretch of the imagination. It's a miracle we're able to get even 300 speed. 300 speed just because of her very insane base speed. Now, we did try to bring her in with mostly bruiser units. Like I said, I don't really play too much cleave. So we only have mostly bruiser units built. So all of our fastest speed gear is on Peira right now. But just from being able to go first for once, because we were pre-banning Ran, okay? So we were pre-banning Ran. There's still Assassin Sid that could have gone before us or could have speed contested us. But we tried our best to pre-ban Ran and then ban out like a very fast unit if the opposing player chose a speed contest unit. And for the most part, when we got a chance to bring in our Peira and she didn't get banned, it felt pretty bad. So by bad, I mean, I felt really bad for the opposing player, because if I got a chance to go first, Peira's S2 into S3 combo feels very, very broken. It pretty much disables the opposing team, almost even because she has low effectiveness on this build. She doesn't land all of her debuffs on everyone, but you don't necessarily need to land on everyone to disable almost the entire team. Most squishies aren't built with any kind of effect resistance. So even with 50 to 100 effectiveness, you're more than likely gonna land your debuffs. And it's very difficult. Some of these we actually play against Peira, but it's very difficult to pre-ban everything and to post-ban everything. And so now that you have another unit that you have to worry about that can pretty much disable your entire team just in one go, definitely feels really, really bad. Bringing in Conquer Lilius and ML Koeric doesn't help at all, right? It's pretty toxic player here, but I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? You have to choose now what you're gonna ban. And if they ban Peira, then they allow Conquer Lilius, they allow ML Koeric, they allow Rimuru, which is also a pretty good counter to Peira if you're able to land, or if you don't get unbuffable by her attack. So there were a couple of times where I drafted Peira and they actually let her through, but they brought in a lot of grass units, and that's where her biggest weakness is against grass units, right? She is a water unit, so any kind of elemental disadvantage, either for you or against you, is going to be huge. As you see here, Peira goes, we brought our Rimuru for this one just to get that 50-50 shot so that she misses. And so when we get attacked by anyone with a buff, our Rimuru is going to go, he's going to get pushed up and pretty much destroy the enemy team, right? So here we're able to steal the attack buff, grab the attack buff, even though we are unbuffable and restricted. It didn't land on the grass unit, on Rimuru, which is pretty much the strongest unit on our side, other than of course Bellion and Apoc Ravi, but they're all defense broken, and then we can kind of bruiser cleave here, I guess you could say, put in some damage, and they're left with just Rylet. Even though he dodges, he can take out the Rimuru, but that's pretty much it. We're able to recover here. If we really want to, we can revive with the Apoc Ravi, and then after that is GG. So Rimuru is a pretty big counter. So what a lot of people that I fought started doing is drafting both, right? They started drafting Peira and Rimuru together just so that you don't have the ability to pick that Rimuru up. And so that's kind of the thing that you really need to think about. Now, if you have insane amount of speed gear, then you can just put your fastest speed gear on all speed contester units. So I don't have my Rand built because I don't have that much speed, right? And I mentioned in my previous videos that we've been trying to build Assassin Sid to try to speed contest. He's a little bit easier to build because he has so much crit. But Peira and Assassin Sid have different roles. So Peira here is hitting the opposing players with unbuffable and restrict. As you can see, this Bellion has unbuffable. So whenever she goes with her S3, she's not gonna get any buffs, right? She's not gonna get any buffs. No buffs means that she's open to more damage because she can't potentially get that healing and that defense buff. We got our Charlotte here, as I mentioned, bringing in bruiser units. We did rebuild our Charlotte, our fire forehead recently. We finally put her on lifesteal. But again, Landy is on the opposing side, which is a grass unit. Peira goes down, but at this point, there's not much they can do, right? Even if they lock down the Ravi, the Landy, there is a fire unit, so there's a 50-50 shot that she misses on the forehead, which I believe that she does. We're able to kind of recover here with the ML Kawaric, and then hit him with either the S1 or the S3, and then kind of disable after that. But it's one of those units that it definitely, I definitely felt bad for going first, and because I never go first, and disabling the entire team, or at least 3/4 of the enemy team, definitely felt overpowered. It felt like I don't know, like this shouldn't be happening. So is she a very balanced unit? Is she a very broken unit? If you have the speed gear, I think that she is. I think that she does a lot for your team. She pretty much incapacitates the enemy team, and then she gives everybody on your team an attack buff. She gives herself damage sharing and this huge shield, which gives her insane survivability. She's built right now with glass cannon gear. 69 crit is the meme build that we have her on, like 40 effectiveness and 302 speed, which is not that fast. Honestly, I know a lot of people out there have like 315, 320 speed, which is insane. But this is the fastest we can get her. Even then, on such low stats, she still provided a lot of utility. And then combining her with someone like Conqueror Lilius, giving her that vigor buff, giving her that increased in survivability from vigor also helped a lot. As you can see here, everyone tried to bring in a grass unit against Peira. Alencia is kind of decent here because we drafted full water. We drafted our SSB. Alencia was in theory good, as well as Bryceria. However, we did bring in a cleanse with our boy Mediator Kawaric. But after we're able to get the unbuffable on everyone from the get-go, it's just pretty much GG, because there's no way that Momo is going to be able to cleanse the entire team, and again, it's just pretty much GG. But here she is. She is very, very strong, even without any molas. We did have her on RNL. It's a lot of fun when she procs, but I think it's counterintuitive with the way her kit works, because you want her buffs, her survivability to stay up as long as possible. She's already fast, so I don't think that her taking more turns with RNL is gonna help her out a lot. We do have all of the other units here that we used within RTA, but you know, she's very strong. And I think that with this type of unit, it's gonna be very difficult to bring in another unit that's gonna counter Peira. Now, I'm not saying that she can't be countered, but I think you need to have very specific units and a certain strategy built up so that you can counter her, because it's hard to counter speed, right? So if they are able to outspeed you, it's over. And it's very difficult to counter that unless you have either the same speed or more speed. So I really don't like that. That's the kind of one of the only counters to her is speed, because not everybody has insane amounts of speed. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what else they're going to release. We haven't gotten a chance to test her out in GVG yet, but in RTA, if you're able to go first, then you have a very, very high chance of pretty much clutching it out and taking the W for that one, especially if you can combine her with other speed units like Ran. And I mean, if you have speed, if you're a cleaver, you're gonna love this unit. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of Peira? Is she the most broken unit right now in Epic 7? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like always, if you haven't enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, think about subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.